What's happening, people? We're back here once again on CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts. Now, bear in mind, it's quite late in the UK here. It's about 2 in the morning, just coming up to, so I'm going to be talking a little bit quieter on this reaction video, purely because I've got neighbours and I don't want them to wake up. It's that simple. We're going to get into this one next from Shenseea. It's literally just landed. It goes by the name of Upset. Really looking forward to getting to this one. I'm a massive Shenseea fan, so this should be pretty enjoyable. If you aren't already, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button at the bottom of the page, turning notifications on, and of course leaving a like and a comment on the video as well. Follow me on Instagram at KXVU. That's the same for all social media packages. And of course, if you want to see the full reaction video to this, make sure you head over to patreon.com/CubCamTV. We have to chop the reactions up these days, otherwise YouTube does not let us upload them. It's that simple. If you want to see the full version, head over to the Patreon page. So there we go. We're going to get into this one right about now. Sounds of Shenseea with Upset.
Make y'all get upset. Them sick of me. I beg God now make you get rid of me. And not everybody get my energy.
Well, right from the off, I'm really enjoying this one. It's going to be difficult to stay quiet, I've got to say. But the overall vibe of this, I'm absolutely loving. That more sort of electronic dancehall style of approach. Real sort of, there's a lot of real electronic sounds going on here. All the sort of glitchy sort of vocal edits. We've got the really sort of synthetic bass line below. The overall package with this one is very electronically produced, which I really like to hear. I'm a massive fan of when Shenseea does dive into that more electronic side of things. Really cool start.
No big grow ya, me I go strive and show ya. All these success make them vex. One compete.
I won't lie, this is my favourite type of modern dancehall music. Like, I love my roots, I love my sort of very organic sounding old school reggae, but when I hear this sort of sound, this is something that really gets me. I'm a big fan of electronic music, and obviously I'm a big fan of bashment and dancehall as well, and this really fuses the two areas really nicely. The whole vibe of the tune is amazing. She's got a real kind of attitude with it, and we know Shenseea loves to bring an attitude to tunes, and it just works on this one. The overall approach she's bringing as well, just the kind of the cadences she's using, the sort of tenacity of the vocal she's bringing as well. There's a real kind of, look, I know I'm good at what I do and you're going to enjoy it as well, which I love to hear from Shenseea. It's something she always brings.
Me bless, if I know me I got alone can't stop this. Girl stop watch me, I'm too obsessed. If you get them address them life.
The rhythms that are being deployed on this one, there's so much kind of natural dip to the instrumental that's been used, and that comes from that sort of electronic sequencing that's going on. You've got a real kind of sort of vibe going on with the melody, and that leaves these little pockets which Shenseea is so good at kind of going up and down tonally with. It works on so many levels, this one. I'm so happy I stayed up to be able to record it. I didn't even know it was dropping, and I've literally just seen it.
I try you on my struggle, I'm alive. Devil full of lies, but the Bible make me wise. Destiny child, me have to survive. Yet see me rise like a the revival.
There's something about the way she projects on this tune. She has this real kind of in and out kind of breathing method with her breath control, where it's very like in, up, down, low, in, up, down, low, and it works on the rhythm of this because it almost operates on a kind of almost binary sort of rhythm. So you've got sort of 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and she's kind of mimicking that with the sort of cadence she's bringing as well.
I try know that final so great, no matter what you say, I pray I carry me.
There's something she's definitely picked up from that, obviously working with a lot of kind of hip-hop artists and R&B artists over the years, is she's got a very kind of, not Americanized because that's definitely the wrong word, but there is definitely a more sort of international kind of appeal, I feel, to Shenseea than a lot of other dancehall artists. She really has this kind of bad girl image, and it works in so many ways. It's mimicked in the sort of vocals she's able to use as well, and just the sort of use of double ups and the harmony she puts into this as well, really nice in the whole way it's been put together. I'm a big fan of this tune.
Them vex my success, make them vex to me bless, make them vex that make so mad them gal ya obsessed.
With this, I'm getting almost like 2006-7 sort of American R&B rap vibes. Like, there's a real dip and weave to the tune, and the way she's kind of moving around with that sort of electronic like sort of sound in the background, it just adds this whole extra kind of layer to things. It's nostalgic and futuristic at the same time. Really cleverly executed, both on the production side and the vocals she's bringing as well.
Poor yo, you not like me, I'm a deep know yo, full of bad spirit like no pig. show you. Me I go strive and show you.
Again, it's just the flows he uses more than anything else. Like, it is quite a simple instrumental, and it's not like a tune that's packed out with bridges and choruses and different sort of musical elements. It's a very simple put the vocal down over the instrumental type of tune, and that's good from time to time. You know, it's good to move away from sort of big compositional ballads. A lot of the stuff we've been hearing from her recently has these big sort of bridges and almost like vocal build-ups and stuff, and this is more about her just going, you know what, I'm going to lay down some bars on this one and make it sound cold.
Business said but me them can't stop this. Stop watch me.
There's something about the instrumental on this one as well. That sort of it's kind of almost Major Lazery in the way it's been put together, if you know what I mean. That electronic kind of taking of a sort of dancehall and bashment sound, and just adding this real sort of electronic, I'm trying to think of a better word for it, but I can't, a synthetic kind of approach to it. It works so well, and you could imagine this being played in the background in a film if they're in some like futuristic bar or something like that. And you can also imagine this doing danger in a dancehall rave. You know, it's got both of those elements to it. There we go. And again, she's not just sticking to one kind of facet. Even though we've heard most of the tune, it's pretty much her just going out and rapping straight away. We do hear those little vocal kind of harmonies come in at the end, hearing a lot more sort of vocal melody going up and down with what we know she's very, very capable of doing. And it's almost a thing saying, look, I can still do all of this, but for this tune, I'm focusing on this side of things. And it works, you know, and I think it's a good thing for her to be so multifaceted. She's got so much in the locker. This is a perfect example of that as well. There we go. Really enjoyed this one. I like the fact we actually ran out with a bit of instrumental at the end there. Again, we're saying it on almost every video at the moment, letting the producer sort of time shine. In regards to sort of lead vocal on this, it is only about a 2-minute tune, so you can tell it's quite like a quick sort of freestyle type of tune, and it works. It's definitely one of those ones that you drop every now and then to kind of go, look, I can still do this side of things. Don't watch that I'm doing all these ballads and like bigger, sort of more pop-orientated tunes. I'm still very much about this side of things. Really nice tune, man. Really good to see Shenseea active as she is. She's just been on fire the last few months, and yeah, just really looking forward to seeing what else she comes up with over the next few weeks. Hopefully this isn't the last thing we hear from her before the end of the year, although what have we got? We've got about 10 days left, 10 days left of the year, so it probably will be. But overall, really enjoyed this one. Really cool stuff. So if you aren't already subscribed, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button at the bottom of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like and a comment on the video as well. And of course, if you want to see the full reaction video, head over to patreon.com/CubCamTV and you'll be able to see it without any edits or cuts. YouTube don't let us upload unless those edits and cuts are in there. There's no getting around it. We've tried so many different ways, but that's just how we have to do things for the time being. So there we go. Thank you for watching, my friends, and we'll see you all next time. Peace.